love the slow jazz.
Oh, shit.
Welcome to Last Call, everyone.
Ulgan's still in the closet with me.
Joined by, hey,
It smells like farts.
joined by Ulgan, Hartley, Maggie, and Mike.
Hey, Ulgan.
Ulgan.
I'm dead.
Ulgan, how does it feel to be awful?
Hey, it's Chris. I can't keep this up.
Okay. Wow.
Hi.
What an episode.
Hi,
Holy
hi.
shit.
I'm going to be honest. This is the episode where I had no clue where it was going to go.
Really?
That's fun.
I had one clue, and he tried to steal a chest all by himself.
Yeah, I didn't plan that.
Holy fucking shit.
That was so funny.
I think you could have done it. I think you could have done
I
it.
really think I could have. I was doing the math in my head. Okay, let's start there.
Sure.
I was doing the math in my head. I have 85 HP. These are 5 guards that can take swings on me. The frightened condition.
Disadvantage.
Do they have disadvantage?
I think
to
so.
attack me.
As long as it's up. I think they have disadvantage on attacks
You
against
see,
you.
I wasn't sure about that. I think I could have done it. I just didn't know whether I could carry it.
Yeah.
And honestly, the biggest thing, because I was never going to attack them, it was the Meridian weapons.
Yeah.
The residual effects where I can't heal and I have to run.
Right.
That was the thing that swayed me. Because with 85 HP, not only those people coming out of fear, I could have walked right in. I have an ability where I now have Aura of Conquest, which effectively means that, and I will read it out, and I'm waiting to use this. Maybe
I went through and I read your character sheet during that situation.
while you are conscious, all frightened creatures within 10 feet of me have their speed reduced to 0 and take 4 psychic damage at the start of the turn. So I was really thinking, okay, I have these guys frightened, wait a turn. I forgot that they could re-roll at the end of their turn, but hoping that they would fail. If only one failed, I would have strolled right in, cast command to unlock, to get the guy to unlock.
Yeah.
Pocket as much as I could.
Yeah.
Take 1 round of swings, and
then
then
dip.
bail out of there knowing that they wouldn't have movement.
Right. That's good. Okay.
But I didn't know whether I could. I didn't know. And then 2 guys came out of the frightened condition. And I was like, ugh.
It's getting a little dicey.
Just
It started
dicey
getting
enough.
a bit dicey.
And it would. I honestly think if I had done it, I probably would have survived.
Yeah.
It probably would have been like the troll. I would have had like 1 HP, turning the corner, losing sight of them, and like I wasn't in for the stress as Hartley.
No,
I was
for sure.
This is a lot right now. But so much fun.
Yeah.
I wish I had done it now because it would have been so cool.
I mean, fuck. I wish we did it all as a group.
Oh, I know.
Because we could have
I
definitely
wish we
gotten
did so many things this episode
I
as a
know.
group, but
Yeah.
also I kind of love
Yeah, that was
the
fun.
failure
Yeah.
also of independence.
Well, and
I think that
also
there's
Ooh, that might be a
beauty
good
to-
episode name.
the failure of independence.
Independence.
That's a good
Like,
title.
it's
Oh wow!
something-
All right, well that's the episode.
I also think
Thank you so much for listening.
This is the second time This is the second time in a row we
Yeah.
did.
Comes
We
to the episode
yeah, we coined
title?
the episode title in the last call.
maybe that becomes a new segment of the
Oh,
last
that's
call
fine.
as we
Pretty good.
title the
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Wow. Okay. Clocking it in. We now have a segment called "Let's Title the Episode."
We should just
We
call
can
it.
think of
Let's
something-
title that.
That title pending.
That title pending.
Yes, that title is pending, but the title of the episode is now that.
Which is
The failure of
The
independence.
failure of independence.
I almost forgot.
Point is, I do like. I'm not sure whether it's gonna have like a crazy residual effect. I don't think it will, but I did like the. It at the very least lent itself to like a comedic moment later of Clue like going, "Am I going against my religion?"
Yeah, I
by
really like
leaving a
that.
fight?"
Having an existential crisis in the cellar was hilarious.
It went a step beyond because I'm competing in the Clash of Chord. It went a step beyond. Like I've maybe not run from fights before, but lost them and like been like, oh fuck, Chord values strength, and I'm not the strongest in the world.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But this was like I'm competing to meet Chord, and I literally just ran away from a fight, knowing that I probably could have won it.
Yeah.
But I liked it.
You played it safe though, which
I liked it.
Grog wasn't
Did
apparently.
Clue have do you have like a Paladin Pact? Like do you have like a Night's Watch slogan? Like do you have like a
I don't think I do.
like a
Uh,
Girl Guide Pact? Like a like a phrase where you're just like,
Oh,
I will not
pact.
run away.
No.
Yeah, like
Oath of Conquest.
yeah,
Hold on.
I'm just curious what your oath is, if you ever made one, because I know
So-
it's conquest, but I was just like, did you have like a rule and guideline for your thingy that you ever had with Cord?
Uh,
Because like Clue can, and you just don't know, and that's fair.
Ideals, independence. When people follow orders blindly, they embrace a kind of tyranny. Might, in life as in war, the stronger force wins.
There's a couple tenets I'm looking up for of Oath of Conquest. Some of the ones are douse the flame of hope, rule with an iron fist,
Oh, God.
and strength above all.
So that pretty honestly
Not
pretty
incorrect.
accurate. Pretty
Yeah.
accurate. I'm trying
Clue's
to
getting
find
soft then.
Well.
Sacred Oath of Conquest.
I feel like we did this 2 last calls ago. Didn't we not? Look at it.
Potentially.
I just
Conquest?
I'm
A little peek behind the screen if you want. And I don't think this is even too much away. I can tell you what kind of paladin Ulgan is.
Oh,
Yes.
please.
Yeah.
Please.
Ulgan is Oath of the Crown.
interesting.
And some of the tenets of Oath of the Crown are law, loyalty, courage, and responsibility.
Loser.
I want to make him turn so bad. Like I want to make.
That's what I'm trying to
no,
do.
no. I'm like, I want your
Personally,
dad to be like,
Because I love your thought. I think the only thing I think your dad is a good guy or a better person than he is be currently acting. I think that type of person in real life is only swayed by like massive tragedy, like seeing it. I think he sees Ferretin killing people, he would make the choice then to swap. But until then, he's like,
I mean, yeah, right. I see what you mean. Like Ferretin killing orcs, you mean.
exactly.
Killing his own. Yeah. There needs to be a threat.
Or even not orcs. If he saw Ferretin fully murdering people wantonly in the street,
Yeah.
he would probably like his sense of honor might like rise then, even though they're not his people.
I think he needs another leader. I think he needs somebody that isn't Ferretin.
Yeah.
Like I think
he needs another person to follow.
He needs another person that he believes in those values just as equally. I think. Where I'm like, I don't think that he believes that that's possible.
Maybe
right
he
now.
needs to meet the Eye of Cord. I need to meet the Eye of Cord.
Yeah, I'm sad that our conversation. I mean, okay, I don't know if we can. Are we getting into this segment now? I guess we're talking about
Fucking,
this.
I don't know. We're jumping.
We're all
Go
over the
for
place.
it.
But I was sad. Like, I was sad that my conversation with him was ended when we cut back, which made sense because you guys were
It's
about
not
to get
ended.
No, it's not. It's still going. So I have so many clapbacks ready for this fucking
I believe
guy.
you do.
But like there's so much there that I'm ready to like pull out from him, and I won't say anything because I feel like that might spoil bits of the next episode.
Yeah,
or just
I
kind of
don't want to
things
hear
up.
it yet.
Yeah. I just think like
What I do want to talk about
yes.
is
Let's talk about that whole
the elephant
segment.
in the room.
So my original plan
elephant.
and
Hey, elephant.
Yeah, hello, hi. So
Hi.
my original plan was to steal the relic, bring it to Ulgan, and essentially get him to a position of either if I can't convince you and we're going to be mortal enemies, and I finally know that, then I would force him to touch the relic.
with the strength that you definitely have over a
Command.
level.
I could
like-
command him. I charmed him.
What if your dad
True.
touched the relic
And-
and held it?
Yeah, that would be crazy. Then fucking game over.
Yeah. Can I?
Yeah.
Do you
What
mind
if
if I
that
interject for just half
For
a second?
sure. I just want you to understand what Grog knows.
Do you mind if I just interject
Sure.
for half a second, Mike?
Yeah, of course.
I love you.
yeah,
I think that's a dumb fucking plan.
dude, it's Grog.
sorry. Can I talk to Grog for a second?
yeah, dude.
Hey, Grog.
Dude, I
you
just
don't
want
know
you
me.
to
My
know-
name's Hartley. Nice to meet you. I play a paladin.
Oh, Hartley.
Yeah, that was a dumb fucking plan.
Dude, it's the same thing that Clue said in the cellar. I know. I'm aware of
This
that.
is just Clue.
I just want you to know that I learned that my plan was a sham.
Dude, it was so. I will say that I wish I could have seen the fallout that we would have to deal with
Yes.
as a party
Yeah, for sure.
if you had
Yeah, yeah.
stolen the relic,
100%.
because
Yeah.
I can guarantee it wouldn't have worked out. Chris does not let shit like that fly.
Well, I don't know. Would that have worked out, Chris? Would my father? Okay,
What's
okay.
worked out?
Well, here's the thing. This is what we know now. I am literally in a closet with my father.
Uh-huh.
I have a pouch on me
Both
that he doesn't know about.
Really need to come out. Yeah.
We're both in that closet.
Two spotlights.
Two spotlights.
Yep.
Two zone of truths actively going at once.
Right. So, that's the thing. The one thing that I didn't understand was that, right, like Zone of Truth also includes you in that.
Anyone
right?
who's in the
and
zone.
so,
Yeah.
and so,
but I
he
would have
could've-
cast it in a way where it's just him in that zone.
It's a massive radius.
Right, but it's like I would just start at the radius edge of him. But anyway, like
Because what if you had gotten there, you had the relic, he casted Zone of Truth on both of you, right? And then you got to the point where he's like, yeah, I'm fine with Ferrodin. And you're like, okay, touch this sword.
command.
Command this sword. And
I would say take.
okay, what if he passes and goes, what happens if I touch the sword? What is the sword?
Then we're fucked. Of course, dude. Dude, 100%. But Grog. I don't think Grog. Like, I was really trying to figure out like what.
I think it was awesome.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I just want you to know, as Michael,
Yeah.
I know it's a bad idea.
Michael really wants everyone to know he knows it was
Dude,
dumb.
I know it was a dumb idea, but I think like coming from Grog's standpoint, where it's like, this is my final chance to like figure out if my dad actually like has it in him to like turn, and if not, I have to eliminate him.
I also think
and this
that-
is the only way that
I think it was
Clue said it kills people, so like
Yeah.
this seems like an easy way to do it.
I think this was so true to Grog in that Grog is trying so hard to straddle both worlds.
Yeah.
And like you even said it when we were fighting of like, this is the only way I can kill my dad without like it
actually
being
killing
me.
him. Yeah.
Which is very like poetic and true, but also the plan was very Grog, which is like kind of juvenile, kind of a little bit just, well, dare I say, Dylan.
Yeah, a bit Dylan. There's always a little bit of Dylan.
There's always
in me.
a little bit
Yeah.
of Dylan.
It's the weed.
It's the weed. But that is a nice.
Dylan smokes? I guess so.
That's a fun little funnel because we've already
Yeah.
kind of led ourselves there. Because I also want to talk about like the things Ming went through.
But really quick, on that note of like kind of like the juvenile
Oh yes, yes.
of your mindset, it did make me think of like some youthful like young counter protester being like, I need action now.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
The world, like, no, and it was just like a very like where you have Daxus on the other side of the room being like, I've been here the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've been working, and like you have Merrick who's also like, I've been through other wars.
Grog
like it's
and
such a
Dylan both seem to be kind of the type of person.
It's just me, guys.
Yeah, I know. So
just
Mike-
fucking me.
Mike seems
I
to
thought
be-
the plan was actually great. I'm gonna say it.
Well, you're the type of person that it's less about incremental
Yeah.
stuff, and it's always about the big play.
Yeah.
It's like you put it all on red.
Yeah,
as
of
opposed
course.
to like you play the odds.
Yeah.
It's it creates moments that was honestly I think our fight there was one of the most tense moments of maybe the entire podcast.
Yeah, it was tense. I think there was tenser things.
Oh.
That was
listen,
tense.
I'm not saying we don't have tense moments. We got tense
Yeah.
moments. Maggie,
Yeah.
Mings and Clue fought.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see maybe.
It's okay.
maybe
It's
a
tense
common
around here
theme there.
sometimes.
But I think with Grog's plan, which I didn't expect, I think it does make sense because like the last couple episodes, all Grog has been hearing is you fucked up.
Yeah.
You lost Layla.
That was-
you burned on the Amber Lantern.
Yeah.
You have to fix this. And for him, in Grog's mind, this is like a quick fix.
Exactly.
This is how I can solve everything. I can fix everything right now.
It's like black or white. Is my dad a good guy?
Yeah.
Okay, he is. Boom. I have him on our side. If he's not, touch the relic and
Kills.
die.
Yeah.
Right? Like
it is very
you know,
Dylan in the black and white, no gray, no
But
gray.
and I think it was like
Yeah.
the thing also was like Grog, he's getting, this is probably the worst situation he's been in terms of like his relationship with his dad and sort of his relationship to like the military and his like standing, right? Like
It went
he's
from the best pretty much earlier in that day to the worst. Yeah.
Right, but I just mean like, like shit's been kind of ever since you fuckers showed up in the town, shit's been going downhill. No, I'm just saying like we got into, so it's like Grog's kind of at this like, fight or flight mode, and I think he wants to fight or like get answers fast, right?
Yeah.
So
I think, do you think it comes like, is it desperation?
it is desperation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it comes from, watching your father be who he is and knowing ever since like I don't know, like ever since you were a young kid, like knowing what he's doing is like ultimately wrong, right? So it's like, you know, at any point that Grog gets stronger and quote unquote smarter, he will use that to try again and again and again to convince his father to stop what he's doing. And it's been Grog's entire battle in life to like, you know.
It's so hard to work from that place. So it's an interesting character, like.
Yeah. So anyway, at this point, you know, he kind of went off the deep end a bit there. But I do have a question for Chris. If he was to touch the relic, I mean, I guess you will never tell us. That's too much info. But I was curious, like, you know, we're in a closet. It's just the two of us. I wonder if I could have made him like commanded him to like take the relic if he picked it up. We probably both would have died because we're both so close to each other. The proximity of us.
It just hits both of you.
Yeah,
You're
we
both
would have
dead
just
in your mom's closet.
Yeah, my mom's coming home.
Jesus.
Yeah, where the fuck's my mom?
Your mom?
Yeah,
She's
right.
huh?
She was removed, right?
He removed, yeah, because I think giving a little background into what what Ulgan was thinking, like he didn't know if he could trust you,
Yeah.
right? Based on everything that's been happening, like he's suspicious of you, right?
Yeah.
Like, so is your mother in danger? Let me get her out. Let's just one-on-one. Let's find out what's happening here. With the zone of truth, how did you feel after, like, do you still feel like your dad's on the wrong side, the good? Like, how do you feel about
I honestly, like, genuinely don't think we got there yet in terms of, like, I don't think our conversation has concluded. And and the reason I'm choked up is because I have such a good point and like a next thing to say to him that I will have to wait till we record next time.
You did get some information though about
I
as
did.
a beekeeper.
Yeah.
A little more about the
yeah. So it seems like
He's his other half.
yeah, the other half from the 9 hells. Yeah, I'm very curious. I want like
There was a couple things with that.
yeah.
One was the chest of dark secrets that they trade.
Yeah, I like that they both have like a kill order for themselves.
Exactly.
Like,
Like this is the only way that I can trust you enough.
Yeah, so they both have the chest
They
that
both have
has
a deep dark secret chest
secret
that the other
of
one
their
has.
own.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. So
that
that's
chest that you tried to open.
Yeah.
That was the beekeeper's
beekeeper's
secrets
chest.
were inside.
and he's
Hilarious. That was his plume of smoke then. Great.
The beekeepers?
Yeah.
got the beekeepers.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Unless, God,
Yeah.
booby trapped the other one. But anyways. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more information, but
It
still
is.
it's always like, but we could know more.
Yeah, 100%. I'm really excited to continue the talk with my dad.
We probably will next episode.
Oh, we should.
We're
We'll
also
try
going
to
to
not
continue
die.
what's happening
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Clue and Minx in the next episode, and Dax.
Dax.
I think
that's scary.
what Grog is looking for next is like a sign of like some form of vulnerability. Like he wants to there's a part of him that really wants to believe that there's a part of him that is being put in a position that he is not comfortable with.
Oh, I think based on what he's
But
been saying,
showing more of a being like, I have to do this versus like showing vulnerability. Anyway, that's just Michael talking. But anyway,
I just don't. Yeah, I don't know why your dad. Well, I guess I do, but I'm just like, I just wanted to be like, hey, maybe the resistance is the winning side. And
Yeah.
you're like, I just don't know how to have that conversation with
I
him
know how to
yet.
have that conversation, and I have it right here. I fucking wrote it down because of the last fucking thing that he said. Sorry, I'm pointing at you, Chris. I'm pointing at
what did I
Ulgan.
say?
I don't want to.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh. You're not
Well,
going to say what the last thing that Chris said?
yeah. So what the last point that you had as Ulgan was saying something about how this is the only way to protect your people. How can you let this happen? Keep happening to the orcs, right?
Your
Essentially,
family
the orcs.
or-
And then he said something about I'm doing this to protect the orcs, the people I know and love, my family, and you, right? And Mary and all that stuff. So that's sort of the last thing that he said, and that's kind of where I wanted to clap back. And I will not
Before
say,
revealing he knows where the secret hideout
right
is.
before,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then I guess we can talk about Quiffick.
Quiffick.
Before we talk about something so spectacular, we should talk about the lesser spectacular thing of Titania delivering a message.
I was going to leave that to last.
yeah.
I know. I was just joking.
Oh,
Let's talk about
Oh yeah, I
Quiffick.
looked for Dylan's mom. That didn't do anything, but also my furs around the town. Yay, Quiffick.
Well, we can talk
that's
about
it.
Yeah,
That's all that
so that was your
happened.
survival.
Yeah.
With your investigation, Grog.
No,
This
Quiffick was
chapter,
so funny.
This chapter is
I
like
am-
I need to make NPCs
Up. From nothing. I like how Quiffick became an old lady.
Listen, I only have so many voices.
I know, but it's so good. And I love how, like, I forgot who said it. I think it was Harley being like, are you an old lady? And Chris is like,
I guess I am.
I am an old
am
lady,
an old
actually.
lady.
I am an old lady.
Yeah.
Which was so funny.
When you say, hey, do I have someone I smoke weed with in the army that I can just talk to? Somehow
Quiffick
we come
appears.
to an old orc woman still in the military on her pension that occasionally smokes weed with Grog the Defiler.
Yeah, so funny.
Her, I got
The company knows that no matter the ask or deadline, Chris will always deliver. So the company appreciates you, Chris.
Chris delivered with Quiffick.
Honestly,
First thing on your desk,
Yeah.
8 a.m.
Quiffick. I made you Quiffick.
So funny.
Be happy. Quiffick had nothing to say.
Quiffick, but Quiffick will be the
Quiffick's
next shovel
back.
salesman.
Yeah.
Quiffick
Yeah.
will be
Quiffick's
our
around.
Yeah,
Die Hard
the
now,
new one
and
in the
I-
city.
yep.
She's the new
Tyler,
Jove,
Yeah.
Tyler,
Yeah.
Helga,
We've
Quiffick.
got a lot.
We got buddies.
I
should be
pray
checking
none
in
of
on
them-
them.
The ragtag crew. I hope they all meet.
I just
We should do a
imagine
party.
they're all
listen.
a separate D&D party camp. They're having their own D&D campaign.
right.
Don't forget about Helga.
Yeah, it's Helga, Jove, Quiffick, and Tyler.
I'm gonna kill these orcs. Helga, relax.
So yeah, the Titania thing.
Yeah. So
On a scale
Tinfoil
from
hat is now
okay,
on.
I'm
It's
gonna be
on.
honest. I missed the beginning of Hartley's thing, and then I tuned in because it started getting ridiculous, and I missed your thing because I was hyper focused on what I was going to do and what my steps were going to be when it came to
Oh,
me.
so
to
like you
sneak
missed
out.
like what she said?
I missed whatever happened to you. Oh, Titania thing. Sorry, I thought we were talking about Kinala. Sorry, I thought we were talking about your
Basically,
thing.
I went
Okay.
and looked for it. It was unsuccessful, but I left my
Okay.
fur everywhere under some rocks.
nice.
Because your mom's a trappy lady.
Things had a nice calm day.
Next time.
I did what I left the house saying I was going to do a one thing.
What's the opposite of foraging?
Foraging?
Well, yeah, because you're like putting your fur
Geocaching.
geocaching. Yeah. Minx
I'm
went-
like distributing.
Yeah.
I'm like
Minx
reseeding
went-
the earth.
Minx went
put a-
primal and just started marking for territory.
Titania.
So Titania, yeah, I don't believe that for a fucking second. I don't believe it for a second. I believe she has been either taken over or something bad has
The
happened.
fact that it came
right
while you're
after,
in the
right after my father said that Ferritin will always come back.
Well, it makes me
Yeah.
curious because of my eyeball. If they also scry on each other,
Mm-hmm.
being
Right.
like those duo halves.
Probably. That's why he's talking to me in a closet.
Yeah, because I think your dad didn't
That
want to be
could be-
scryed on. I think that's exactly why he did it.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's like that, and like that's where I'm like, okay, this guy's dope, and now he's killing my friends. I'm like, Dad, what the fuck, bro?
Dad,
You gotta
we can
figure
meet
it out.
in the middle. We are the same people of different generations.
I feel like we're both vibrating on like
You're just
the
opposite-
conservative
yeah.
and liberal side
Yeah.
of things, and we're just fucking.
It's so fun. Yeah,
We're so close
it
to
is
each other, but
those
so far.
relationships where it's like, no, we are the same. We have the same value system. We were
It's
just born
them.
Interpret it
30
It's the
years
media,
apart.
Dad.
Yeah.
This is what they want. Sorry,
Uh,
getting some personal stuff out.
That's what D&D is for.
you and I would be remiss to not bring up. I think I said a line when we were fighting, and I can't remember what it was.
Oh, damn.
But Minx gasped, and I
Yes.
can't remember what I
Oh.
said.
Something about.
Oh.
Do you think your dad really loves you or something like that?
Yes.
Oh, that happened.
Oh,
There
yeah,
were
yeah,
a couple
yeah, yeah.
stingers.
Right, I was like, "Do you think your dad even loves you enough to come
Come
alone?"
alone.
Yeah. I was
Honestly, it came out of my mouth, and Minx gasped, and I was, I think, I don't.
It was great.
I honestly don't remember the majority of that.
Yeah, we were both
interaction.
heated.
Oh,
it was
you and I were
great.
both
blacked
so
out.
heated.
We all blacked out.
I cannot wait to edit and listen to it because
so
I'll be
good.
like,
But he did come
oh.
alone, Grog.
He
Oh,
did.
he
He
does
does.
love
And that's
you.
why I'm so confused.
Well, half he did. He came with a fucking like
The note,
dummy
the note
string
said,
ready to
if
call
you
in an
love
army.
me, you'll come alone. It didn't say, if you love me, you won't send an army to kidnap my friends.
We're sending an arm.
It's
You
true.
made one
I
request and it was just for love,
I
not
only,
us.
I only had 10 seconds to write that note.
Yeah. The problem is that our one caster who has Dimension Door is gone, and
true.
so you and I,
Yeah, funny how that works out, huh?
yeah,
It's a good thing I came alone. It's a good thing I came alone.
But it's also just I loved the wholeness of this episode of literally two giant plans going through.
Well, it's the failure of independence.
Exactly. And Minx not being anywhere close to either of them. I love it. I love it so because I'm just like everybody else is making plans and doing them. It's my favorite thing to watch this now. Where I'm like, Minx is just here now. Minx is now in like Dak's brain of like, we don't know what's happening.
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
There's some beekeeper that wants to kill me, and I don't know what that's about. I'm just a tool of like a projector now.
I have a projector in my face.
Have fun.
Oh, my
man.
goodness.
Yeah, no, Titania scares the shit out of me. I don't know if it's real.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I think
So-
it could be fake voices, but
was in
also I
her
don't
voice,
know.
right?
fake beekeeper voice.
It could be beekeeper.
But that's the thing. Like,
Wider than a mile.
What is this?
Beekeeper. What's that song? Something. Moon River.
Oh,
Wider than a mile.
but yeah,
It's a huge layer, apparently.
Yeah.
That is the lyrics. Moon River wider than a mile.
I know. I know.
do you think Titania said the message?
A part of me wants to because then I can go to my dad and be like, Dad, did I win the
He's dead.
Dad, what did I win?
Do you think?
Do you want me to read out what the spell message is?
Oh
again?
my God. I'm going to ask, okay, if we have Zone of Truth, I'm going to ask my dad, do you love me more than Neural? Which son do you love more?
Because you cast sending?
So you were the recipient of a sending spell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So part of the sending spell is the creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately.
So either
Question. Can sending be sent across planes?
yes.
yes,
It can?
Yeah.
you can send the message across any
Message
distance and
can.
even to other
Messages.
planes of existence.
Yeah. And that's the thing where I'm like, there's so much about this that could be, and that's where I was like, proof? What now?
And then no response.
Well, then a door bashed open, and so we don't know what's gonna happen. But
So it could be an altered message, right? Like it could be coming from the beekeeper if they can
Well,
imitate voice.
So we're
not no, like because I would know it was her.
Oh, so you can tell who the sender is.
I would know, to my knowledge, unless Chris is making some weird magic gobbledygook, which is always possible.
Yeah.
It
a lot of gobbledygook
should
up in
be
here.
her, but it doesn't mean that she was also not like tortured to then say it or taken over or something of the like.
I mean, she sounds healthy.
Which is she sounds the same way she's always sounded, which is
no, she was super sick and sounded like
yeah,
this the whole time.
Oh, I
And
feel
now-
like she always kind of
Now she sounds like this and super happy. So there's a part of me that thinks
That
it
is
might be
fair.
real,
But then
which
yeah,
is huge.
she said Oberon killed him though, and I'm like,
Yeah,
honestly,
right.
that was
guy,
my
That guy killed.
to be fair,
Ferretin.
love
Are you
him.
fucking kidding me?
Love
Oberon's
him.
the shit.
Yeah,
But
not
also, wait,
not
He kissed him to
BB
death.
level.
She said killed.
Oberon and
So,
the forces of the Fae.
Dear Miss Revka, Ferretin Silverbeard.
Can you actually repeat it in her voice, please? Can you say it in her voice? Just so we get the full effect again.
Dear Miss Revka,
Thank you.
Ferretin Silverbeard is dead. He was slain in battle by Oberon and the might of the Summer Court. Sincerely yours, Titania.
The way that we know
Because
about.
they were still sick.
Well, here's the thing. The way that they know,
No, they weren't. They were healed.
They were healed.
Titania was
She was
healed.
healed.
And she sounded like that.
but the way that we know about how time works in the Feywild was that it was super scrunched there. It was a week there, in 2 weeks. So it's only been a day or a week for us in the material plane,
Well,
right?
it's very fluid. I don't think it's like
We don't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It could be
I
anything.
just don't think they could
This
have had
ain't
enough
Narnia.
time to amass a force and to take on Ferrodin and have a whole war, but for us it was only a week.
Maybe they went after him right after we left at his weakest after fighting Erevan Elisir.
I was going to say, could have also just been Erevan. Could have been a completely different force. Also, I still just don't believe it was Oberon, which is fine, because I also don't think that you would give him the credit
Right.
if he didn't do it.
Well, they did
so
kind of make
that's also
up.
concerning.
And just one last time to confirm, the spell says that you know the person that is sending this. Just to triple check. You know the sender. Like, you can identify the sender. Because if Titania is saying that in that voice, the healthy voice,
The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately.
okay. Well, it just depends on if Chris is going to warp that into being an impression, or if it actually is because you know the beekeeper and you know Titania, so maybe that's a way that they can fudge the lines a bit. But there is a part of me that does think that's true, and I think the new BBG is going to be the beekeeper.
Why does there have to be a new BBG?
We could I think that
Why? What's wrong with the old BBG?
I think that there's also nothing wrong with
old
it.
news, man.
I think that we could corrupt all of Ferrodin's staff and be and corrupt for light and be like, hey dudes, what if we start a bit of a democracy? How do you feel about that? How about that? What's that like? You like your families and loved ones, and you also kind of not murdering everyone if you don't have to. Wouldn't it be nice for everybody else to have a family too? Isn't that crazy?
That would be great.
I mean, hey, if Ulgan likes his family, maybe he would be convinced that other people might like their families.
That's what I'm hoping to get through to him on the next episode.
I had to end the episode in some way. Man.
No, Chris, I love you, and you work so hard, and you make these crazy great stories, and you make life fun. Thank you.
Most of that episode I could not have planned if I tried.
No, that's true. I can definitely agree with that.
No, you've unleashed us. You've unleashed us.
Yeah.
Into the world.
Do I regret it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else we want to talk about the episode, or should we talk about what we've been up to?
We gotta talk about what we're up to.
What are we up to?
What have you been up to?
Me?
Yes.
I'm reading a book called Babel.
Ah.
The Holy Babel?
No, a different Babel.
Babel. Why does that sound familiar?
It's a fantasy book. It's a standalone. It's okay so far. It's like dark academia, but it's like I don't like it. I don't like it as much.
What
by
young
dark?
boy is the key to the universe?
Kind of,
It's
but no,
too
not
dark in here.
even.
I
But,
can't read anything.
and I'm also reading Sword of Kaigen, but very slowly, and I'm only at the beginning.
Sword of Kaigen.
Thank you. I am engrossed in fantasy football.
He's engrossed.
It's the off season,
And engorged.
I am engorged just majority of the time, and
checked out.
I don't have anything else really.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
I don't have much. That's it. What about
Maggie?
you?
Sorry, I was just reading The Sword of Kaigen, and I like that it says, a mother struggling to repress her violent past, a son struggling to grasp his violent future. And I'm like, yeah, I
What a
like that
line.
they're like, this is the stuff.
I honestly, I haven't read anything. Like I'm
You just
right at the
spoiled
beginning
entire
of it.
book for Harley.
Well, that's the general theme.
I haven't read anything about. All I know is that like book talk on TikTok.
Do they like it?
It's the golden goose.
Oh,
apparently.
interesting. Okay.
Everybody says
gonna do
it's
that.
amazing.
Hell yeah.
Were you looking for? Were you trying to figure out a goose sound? Is that what that was?
I know what geese sound like.
Honk, honk.
Yeah.
I don't know, Chris.
Okay.
Maggie, what are you up to these days? You told me that you're playing Baldur's Gate again. No.
Oh, no, but I'm trying to
have
convince other people
friends.
to do that.
Yes.
I finished Hades 2 early access, basically.
So what happens now? Is
I
there,
wait for the next one. It's
wait,
really
like
good.
the next game.
The
of
next
Hades?
game update.
So
No, the next
game
update.
Okay.
So they did their last big update was October
Okay.
of 2024.
Okay.
And so now I wait for more to come because they're expecting to do a full release this year.
Okay.
And you can kind of tell where they would still be putting a lot of that in, but it's like, honestly, it's still so polished. And I've done like close to 100 runs of it now, which is nice. I don't know. I'm not big into the gaming, but I do love, I love the stuff in the lore and the tools and the weapon upgrades. And also they give you a lot more. They give you a lot of stuff, and I love stuff in games, and so they gave you more stuff than the first game, and so that's really nice. And also
Valheim's got a lot of stuff.
I know.
Let me tell you about Valheim.
But also all the movement is like kind of like creamy, buttery movement.
Yeah,
Like I
Hades
tried
is
going back to
great.
the first one, and honestly, I was like,
it's better than,
I'm struggling.
Damn.
which is fine. But it did make me really then just immediately start playing the other one again. But apart from that, not much. Just real life gaming. I'm getting into Seed territory again because it's Springland soon.
Yeah.
And then also still looking for a job. Whee!
Yay!
Woo!
Well, I hope you find one soon.
I don't.
Oh, I hope you do what you want to do.
I
There
want
we go.
I just
Beautiful.
want a company that's
Beautiful.
nice and not ethically questionable. That'd be
Right.
cool. That'd be cool to find.
Yeah.
A lot of those out there these days.
Yeah.
Chris.
I went to go see Dimension 20 live in New York.
Right, I didn't ask you anything about that. What?
We forgot about that.
Dude.
It's like we have a last call podcast to talk about that.
Holy shit, how was it?
It was sick. Yeah, it was really cool.
What'd they do?
I saw fire. That's all I
saw
saw.
the
Yeah,
fire
they had like
too.
pyrotechnics, which is crazy for a D&D live show.
Oh my god. Okay.
But yeah, they did like Unsleeping City because obviously they're in New York.
Yeah.
They were like Matt Mercer was there.
Oh my
like,
God.
Not as part of the show,
Oh,
but like
yeah.
he.
But
Yeah,
still.
he was like in the...
And yeah, it was sick. It was like a 3-hour show. They had an intermission in between. They brought out a lot of like classic characters from Dimension 20 from like different campaigns, like Crown of Candy.
Oh
Nice.
shit.
Yeah.
Wait, how?
So they had it was like a time quangle thing where they brought people from different dimensions to help them in their one shot.
Gotcha.
So they brought Cruller from Crown of Candy.
Oh,
sick.
Yeah.
amazing.
They brought who else did they bring? They brought Galir from
Okay, of
Fantasy
course.
High.
Yeah.
And who else? They brought from Fantasy High, Emily Axford's Paramore,
I
the
didn't
wizard
see
Phoenix
that one.
person.
I didn't see that one.
I forget her name.
I know.
Yeah.
I know her.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was sick. And yeah, it was a cool live. It's so cool to be in that kind of environment where like the community of like D&D players, you can just tell are just so like accepting and like passionate.
Yeah.
So even just waiting in line, you just see like everyone's just so excited to be like just see something that like has never really happened, like selling
Yeah.
out of Madison
Yeah.
Square Garden.
Just a vibe.
Just on, like
The mass of that
Yeah.
is stupid. It's stupid. It's
Yeah.
stupid. And it's stupid that it happened, and it's stupid, and I love it that it happened.
oh, it's sick, and just like having an entire stadium cheer over like a nat 20 and like
Crazy.
yeah. No, it was sick. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad we went. Besides that, me and Janae have been crushing our month of Apple TV subscription.
Oh.
So
Severance.
we've caught up on Severance.
Nice, so
Janae was previously caught up on Silo. I've now caught up on Silo. Great show. And then we've been watching Slow Horses as well.
My dad loves that show.
As
That's
do
all I know.
It's great. It's like if I had to describe it, it's like a thriller comedy where it's like a section of MI5 that are like the rejects.
Ooh.
And it's got
Interesting.
Gary Oldman. Who it's a
why my
very
dad
good show.
loves it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very
Okay.
good show. Yeah, it's great. But that's what we've been doing. Yeah, just
Wow.
trips and apples, big apples.
That's amazing.
That's crazy, man. And how long were you in New York for?
Like 4 days or so.
Sick. Did you get to see any of the cast? Like, did you go to like a little meet and greet or something? Or
No.
no?
No.
That's sick though. That's so cool that you got to see them.
Yeah, it was cool. I'm glad I went.
Fuck yeah. Harley, did you know that you look like Anthony from Queer Eye?
Yes.
Has anyone told you that?
Yeah, I've
Especially
heard-
now that you're wearing a beanie, because I saw him in a beanie in the new season.
I've
Look-
heard it a lot before.
Oh, yeah.
Does that not
Yeah.
look like Anthony?
Let me
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Turn it around.
We
Harley,
could
that's
make
you.
That, we could make that t-shirt gray, and that's
I've-
Hartley.
I've gotten that before.
Especially now with the beanie, like 100%.
I've gotten that before. I'm
You
going
got the brows, the same like little brow thing.
and the close eyes.
Mhm.
It's close eyes.
Yeah. He's hot, so
Thank
good
you.
job.
I'm trying to go for I'm entering my fisherman era.
Yes.
I've decided my whole aesthetic is now going to be centered around George Clooney in The Perfect Storm.
Cool.
So that's what I'm gonna go.
Googling now.
That's what I'm gonna be.
Sure.
If you Google,
Instantly goes to Google.
go ahead and Google and tell me I'm not pulling it off.
Oh, is this the Wes Anderson
Perfect
film?
Storm.
Huh? No.
No, this is the one with the storm.
Yeah.
He's wearing a John Deere hat in the first image, and I'm not
right.
taking him seriously.
That's right.
Hartley, do you fish?
Oh.
No.
Wow, you are
Okay.
going for that. George Clooney.
No, I
Is
certainly
this what
don't
you hope
fish.
Clue looks like?
No.
Okay.
I
Kind of, actually.
A little bit.
If Clue's a fisherman.
Yeah, I could never I do think it's hilarious that the like longshore fisherman
Mm-hmm.
aesthetic is now popularized.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, have you heard other people say that they're emulating George Clooney in The Perfect Storm?
No,
I hear it like once a week.
I passed by 2 people on the way.
Yeah,
down.
me
Oh
too.
my God.
Yeah. It's the new trend. They're Georging.
I need
That's
you to get
funny.
the willies, the big old.
I'm
You
not-
need to get the
no,
Willies, Harley.
I'm not
Yeah.
looking for that. I'm going for combination of like
The perfect.
yeah,
You're
just-
looking for the perfect storm.
I'm looking for the perfect storm. Oh my God.
Because like this will be Hartley the next time we see him.
Yes,
with a little,
but look
like,
at how sick that
a
is.
little cap,
So
a little
It's pretty sick. You
paperboy
just need
cap and
like
plaid.
you need like a lantern.
Dude, I'm so close to that. It's
What does
crazy.
he say in this part of the film? Is anybody out there?
That storm's too perfect. I'm gonna die.
You've got the pot,
Like,
kids.
I like that you're just gonna look like every dude I went to high school with. Like that's the vibe.
That's
It's
who you went to
just-
high school with?
Like just
40-year-old men?
handsome.
You went to high school with 40
They all
year
look like
Honestly,
40.
a lot of dudes that worked in trades
Yeah.
in Allison that were just very tall for their age and had way too much facial hair
Yeah,
at a young
that's
age.
true.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, but I'm emulating it because George Clooney cannot grow he grows a very scraggly beard, and
Yes.
that's all I can
What are you
potentially
talking
grow.
about?
It's great.
Look at this beard. This is a big beard.
That's a premium. That's a premium
Yeah.
beard.
It's pretty scraggly
gets
when you
worse.
see it.
That's a premium beard. Don't. Oh,
It's a
dude.
scraggly
Oh, I
beard.
see holes.
You
What a
see,
But
You got
not
holes.
really.
You got holes. No,
It's
there's
because you
holes.
smile in places and so like dimple and shit. You're fine. You're fine.
You're smiling too much.
We'll put it
I
on
know.
the Instagram.
I know.
I can't
You're
wait
too
for you-
happy, Hartley.
Can't wait for you to be like the spokesperson of Nescafe in 30 years.
Yeah.
Right. Very good.
Very good joke. And on that,
Well, no,
goodbye.
Mike, what are you listening to or watching?
Oh, what? Oh, it's okay. We don't have to.
Are you
talk
still
about
playing
no, talk
Valheim?
about you.
I am not playing as much Valheim, unfortunately. I'm watching Severance. I'm watching something Vox Machina.
The Legend of Vox Machina.
Yes, I'm watching the animated film on
It's a
Prime.
television show.
the television show.
At least,
The
you got
anime-
this, at least you got the streaming service right. 1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Thank you.
But you're liking
Thank
it,
you.
and you never. Watched
I'm enjoying
the,
it,
you
and
never
the
watched
character's
campaign.
named Grog, and I went, "Fuck, I fucked up."
But you've never watched the original campaign, too.
No,
right?
no,
Yeah.
just this is my first. Like, I've seen some bits of like Critical Role, but
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this has been like my exposure to it, I guess,
No,
and
I
I'm
feel-
really enjoying it. It's
You're
very
a
good.
very specific, like, interesting test audience of like somebody that knows D&D,
Yeah,
hasn't really watched that campaign at all, but also like kind of understands a lot of the context in it.
yeah.
And so I don't know. It's an interesting like. I want to know what you think about it near the end because I
Yeah,
haven't
I'm
watched the new
excited.
season,
Okay.
but
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
excited.
excited. I mean, it seems very classic, very, very D&D. There's a lot of D&D tropes and like
Yeah.
a lot of like, oh, I know that spell, or like, oh, I know that spell, or like they like open the door, there's guards playing D&D. It's very cute. It's very, very, and I love how it's just like the fact that it's them. It's like
Do you
Critical Role.
do you
It's really
have
cool.
like on Amazon? Do you have like the things set up where like you can see? Who
Yeah,
the
you
voice
can see
actors
who's
are?
the voice
'Cause
actors
they have
are.
a
Yeah,
lot of
genius.
people
Yeah,
guest
they
starring.
do. They
Yeah.
do. Yeah, I have been noticing that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
very,
fun.
very cool.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sick.
What else? Not much other than that. I went to Sephora. I bought concealer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm using
That's
it.
sick.
I've decided to give up on my battle with my dark eyes.
Have you ever just
Under
done like green
eyes.
tea bags?
I do everything, and it just doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing.
Well,
What
maybe I
about-
should try the green tea bags.
Yeah.
I
Or I was
decided
gonna
to
say
fucking
also
just
just, like,
smear that shit away.
Sleep.
Nothing's gonna fix it. We're getting old.
I've always had them though.
Me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
it just gets worse.
You know
now.
what?
doesn't get better.
Sleep
Doesn't get better.
helps. Sleep helps.
I've been sleeping good.
Do you
moisturize?
No, I do moisturize.
Yeah,
Do
every
you wear
day.
SPF?
Well, I don't wear SPF.
Gotta do it. Gotta rebuild your collagen. Gotta
I've-
rebuild that.
I
other
wear
layer.
an SPF moisturizer.
You're looking good.
Thank you.
Do you bathe in a full moonlight?
I do not bathe in full movement.
Gotta get on that.
Just my crotch. I actually cover myself completely except for my
It's
my
a
groin.
steel
Your crotch does have
contraption
great-
that just leaves a
great
little
complexion.
triangle free.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I need all the energy concealed in one place.
Moonlight
and
the dick.
Exactly,
Yeah.
moonlight the dick. Yeah, so that when I show it to someone, it goes. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to achieve.
Bar dick inspiration.
Yes, dude.
Enchanting the dick.
Very
Let's go.
nice.
It's Sandland talking to me. Scanlan, right? Scanlan.
I didn't know where you were going with
Starting to
it,
think,
so I
starting
just
to think
nodded.
you don't watch the show.
Scanlan.
something Vox Machina. the film. What's Scanpan?
Name the party. I dare you.
Vox Machina.
Nope. All like the players.
Oh shit. Grog.
Yep.
Vex.
Yep, we know that one.
Yeah.
What's their sibling?
Scanlan.
oh,
Mirith. The druid.
Sure.
oh,
Oh.
Meredith.
She's
like Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
fuck. Something Mirith with an M.
Or K.
Oh, Kareem?
Sure.
Oh,
Kareem
fuck.
Abdul-Jabbar.
I don't know the other.
Queef. No, you
I
got
don't
it.
know the
Yes.
other. I don't
Pretty
know.
sure
The,
it's Queef.
Yeah.
I don't know the paladin halfling's name. Oh, Pike.
Yeah.
And then the sister.
What was the brother's
Sixer
name?
of Vax.
Oh, Percy
Yeah.
and Vex and I don't know Vox.
Close,
Vex
but
is-
you didn't have many options. So yeah,
Yeah, those
That's
two.
good.
Can you guys let me know what they are?
it's Vex and Vax.
Yeah.
Vex. Oh, her name's Vax.
No, reverse it.
Vax and Vex.
Yes.
Hilarious.
And Keyleth.
Keyleth, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're
But it was
welcome.
close.
Thanks, guys. We got there.
You almost
we
had
got
it with
there.
Mary.
Pretty.
Good.
It's like a B minus C plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also hard when it's
Rating
like
with a hard curve.
it's hard when you're getting into I don't know when you're getting into names like that when it's not
Yeah.
their faces. Also, I don't know. I struggle with it more. Like
Fair.
I was that with like Avatar: The Last Airbender for
Right.
like 2
Yeah.
seasons minimum. I was like at Katara.
It also,
Qatar.
I don't know. For me, it's like when they say it a lot,
Yeah.
you tune out because you just know they're just gonna say their names again.
Yeah.
So I don't like my brain is like, oh, I don't have to remember this.
Yeah, she's the
'cause
green
they're just,
one.
Well, they're just gonna say it again.
That's your brain is interesting.
They always say Grog. They always say Keela.
I don't have to remember this character's name because I know they'll say it at some point again.
Yeah, they just keep saying it.
Oh, okay.
They're getting attacked. Fuck, Vex, Vex. Fuck, I forgot it already. All right, let's end this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's end this nightmare.
Well, once again, thank you so much for listening to this episode's last call for Trouble at the Tavern, joined once again by Chris, Mike, Hartley, and Maggie. We will see you next time. Take it away with the slow jazz.
Slow jazz. Bye-bye.